Hello, welcome everybody to another video. Today we are going to be showing you the top 5 best Town Hall 10 attack strategies, and let's get straight into it. Our first attack is going to be Mass Miners, and for all of these attacks, you don't need to have Clan Castle, but it's very much recommended that you do, especially for wars or any ranked hits you're doing. So I'm just going to be spending raid medals on mine, and once we find the base I want to attack, we will see you then. Alright, so I'm going to be hitting this base with Mass Miners, and when you're doing this attack, you want to be looking for any splash damage you can get out. So I'm seeing this Bomb Tower and Wizard Tower right here. That'll also create a nice path for our miners to follow through the rest of this base. And we could get rid of the Queen here, but actually now that I'm seeing it, there's a Bomb Tower, 2 Wizard Towers, and a single that we can get rid of on this side. So instead, we are going to do that. We're going to tank it with a balloon, and we're going to get in our healers and Queen. We're going to wall break in right here, try and get our Queen pushing farther into the center of the base instead of walking around it. I'm going to get rid of this Archer Tower using this Baby Dragon to funnel our Queen in even more. Perfect. Now that she's in, we can use wall breakers to get her farther in because that cannon's been tanked. And let's just quickly check. Yep, there are corner builder huts. Let's get rid of all of those. Now that we know our Queen's going to be going into the center of the base, I want to get rid of this single target Inferno and this Archer Queen. I'm always looking for other value I can get because our King isn't supposed to survive the entire attack. He's going to die at some point. So I want to send him in as a Sui over here. The Hogs are to tank. Send in the Hogs and instantly use your King ability. You can use your Poison. And we're just going to freeze this up. Try and get a little bit of value with our King. Sadly, I froze too late because I did not realize that the single Inferno was on my King. I thought it was on my Hogs. So our King does go down for nothing here. But you'll still see just how overpowered this attack strategy is. We're going to use our Queen ability going through that side of the base, and we are going to start off with our Mass Miners. We're going to send this in ahead of our miners to try and get a little bit of value. Going to send in the rest of our miners now, and our Queen does go down. I messed that up because I kept no freeze for the single there, but that is still okay because we still have 2 rages and 3 heals to keep all of these miners alive through this whole base. It's just going to be, insane how much value you can get out of this. Now I am seeing this single Inferno over here. It might be a little bit bad for in case we time fail, but I highly doubt we will just because of how many miners we're going to have going through this whole base. We're going to heal them up again, and we do have all of these healers still alive. It's going to absolutely smoke this base. We're going to get in the rest of our cleanup troops, trying to just finish this base up as quick as possible. I believe if we put down, I was hoping that would go to the single Inferno. Oops. I was hoping we could just get the single Inferno down there. But still, even with a lot going wrong, you want to try and keep your Queen alive for the whole attack. If you want, you can even swap out one of the rages or one of the heals to be more freezes, because freezes are really important for a Queen charge. I just completely forgot there was a single there. But still, you saw how crushed that base was, right? Let's go on to the next attack. Okay, the next army we're going to be using is Zap Witches. And having a clan castle over this is actually pretty important because the bowlers do a lot of damage once they get to the center of the base. Alright, I have found the base we are going to be attacking. And the whole idea with Zap Witches is that you want to zap out both of the Inferno Towers or anything of that sort. Since these are single Infernos, I think I am going to swap out and instead zap out the splash damage on the sides of the base. Because single Inferno Towers do nothing to our main goal and push. Otherwise, 4 zaps and a quake will take out one of those Infernos. Instead, we're just taking out both of these Bomb Tower and Wizard Tower compartments because that is so much splash damage we have just removed. Now that we have a little bit of funnel, We're going to get a golem, 3 witches on like the edges, I guess, of the base. And 1 golem plus the wall wrecker with the last 5 witches and both of our heroes. The reason we do this is to make sure that the witches can go through the center of the base. Like we've created a funnel with these witches on the sides. Honestly, I will break in this golem just to try and give him something to do. We have 2 quakes, so I'm just going to help our wall wrecker get through this. And I want to keep the wall wrecker alive, so I am going to freeze this single inferno. This other golem is starting to head towards the center as well, which is good. We're going to use our king ability, start to get him running through the base, because we do want something to tank for the wall wrecker. That is what I messed up. You kind of want to either pop the wall wrecker early or make sure there's something in the center already tanking, because those bowlers need to have something tanking for them if they are going to survive. But still, this base is absolutely crushed. I mean, we still have our queen ability left, and I'm just going to start working on the cleanup now. There's no corner builder huts left. I can get down both of my archers. Queen abilities left over. All of the bowlers alive, some witches still. The skeletons are really good at distracting any single targeting defense. Like this archer tower is getting nothing done right now. And on this attack, we are just going to swag our queen ability because I don't really see a point in using it unless we just wanted to speed it up a bit. But I think it's cooler to have it left over. Both heroes alive, multiple witches, a golem, and some of our bowlers were still alive. This is just a really good attack. All right, on to our next attack. We are going to be using Hybrid. This is primarily based off of a queen charge to try and remove some of the splash damage. And if there's a minion prince defending the base, get rid of that. You need to get rid of the minion prince because it will just shoot down all of these ground troops in your army. All right, we will be attacking this base right here. Some of the things are upgrading, but it doesn't make much of a difference for the actual attack. And if you're looking right here, he has no minion prince hero, so instead we're looking for some really good splash damage value. That's going to come over here with both of these bomb towers in the same compartment. We're going to queen charge straight into this. Now, I do actually have the wrong hero equipment on my queen because I forgot to change it in the actual army composition. So instead of the giant arrow, pretty much any other queen equipment is better. If you have the mirror or the action figure, they're all better. But it doesn't matter too much. We're going to rage up our queen just to get this moving quicker because this is a bit of a slow army. You can time fail pretty easily with this. So we're going to try and make sure that doesn't happen. Now, we do want to set up a bit of a funnel for the rest of our army. I was hoping that giant arrow would go towards the center. I saw it wrong. We're going to send in our king and break those walls. I wanted him to go towards the center. Perfect. And our queen is still chopping through this base. We're going to give her one more rage, and we're just going to start off the bulk of our army. Our army consists of hog riders and miners. The miners clean up everything that the hog riders don't. Our queen does go down. I was not trying to keep her alive. Unlike queen charge mass miners, you do not need to keep your queen alive here. The healers will do a lot of work healing the rest of our troops, and that's really good. The siege has 7 more hog riders in it, so if you feel like the siege is not getting enough value or it's going too slow, feel free to just drop it down because those hogs will speed through the base. We're going to heal up the hogs over here. I misplaced that heal a little bit. And we're going to freeze up this single inferno tower because it is just beating them down. Use our baby dragon. Our baby dragon is just for cleanup. But still, you see how destroyed this base is. We have so many hogs and miners left. Plus 3 freezes. We absolutely wiped the floor with this man. All right, on to our 4th attack. Queen charge Lalo. Going with queen charge Lalo, the whole idea is with your queen to get rid of either the queen or the minion prince. If they're both on the base, try to not use this army because they will both absolutely wreck your balloons. as they're cleaning up all the defenses. So if you're looking at war, do not use this attack if they have both of these heroes defending. All right, I found the base we were going to attack, and there is a defending queen on this side. So my plan is to try and get rid of the queen and both of these air defenses on this side, and we'll send our Lalo through like this. So I'm going to get our queen down, get the healers onto her, and we'll send in one Coco Loon to test for the Seeking Air Mines, because those will just deck out a healer. Gonna wait until these archer towers target onto the queen, and then we can break her in even further with some more wall breakers. And we really want the queen to get into those air defenses. Otherwise, there's like no hope for destroying this base. You need to get rid of at least one air defense if you want anything to go well. I'm gonna rage her up, hopefully get her working a bit quicker, because while Lalo is a pretty fast army, if you don't get the troops down quick enough, it can become a bit worrisome. So I'm going to get some of these balloons working through the base already, because our queen is going to be going to this side. Now that those are down, we can send our Lava Hound behind. We're sending the Lava Hound behind because if you send it too early, it will get to the air defense and there'll be really nothing like there with her. So now that is down, we can jump our queen into the next compartment, and we have our Stone Slammer. We're going to drop it down soon, right about now, and that Lava Hound and Balloon will just help destroy through the rest of the space. I'm going to poison out those skeletons. We have one balloon left, and I'm just going to start sprinkling these minions throughout the whole base. I did mess this up a little bit. You want to try and use your minion prince ability on the defenses. I kind of just swagged mine. And we have a lot left. We have our queen, our minion prince, all full health. We have a Lava Hound, full health, some balloons. It's a much more difficult attack, I feel like. But once you understand it, you can completely destroy a base. All right, on to our last attack strategy. This is definitely an easier one to use. All you need to be good at is aiming a queen's arrow, because you need to get rid of at least 2 air defenses with the queen's arrow. Sometimes one is okay if they're both accessible from the outside of the base with your dragons, but you want to try and get rid of 2. All right, I found the base we're about to attack, and looking at this, I'm seeing some good potential for a giant arrow. If I go straight onto the gold mine right here, if I send this across the base, we should hopefully be able to get out all of these air sweepers and this air defense. Let me just check the other side real quick. Actually, if I put it onto this elixir collector, it should go even better. I do miss the air defense on this side, but honestly, that should be fine, because I'm going to send our dragons through down here. So we are going to zap out this, which gets rid of all of those because the giant arrow went through them, which is even more value. And we're just going to start deploying all of our dragons here. Our minion prince behind them. And we don't even need our baby dragons for the funnel, so I'm going to start clearing off this whole side of the base, because the only defense targeting air over here is an archer tower. We're going to start raging up our dragons through this side of the base. Our minion prince, they do sadly go to the outside, so we're going to have to freeze up some of these defenses quite a bit. Our minion prince ability frees up everything there, and we're just going to rage up these balloons. The balloons are so strong, the ones from the clan castle, they will completely run through any defense. Already, there's no air left on this base. We have an archer tower and a Tesla, and I'm just going to freeze those up, and now there's nothing left to kill all of these dragons remaining. Our minion prince tearing through anything that's left over. We can get down our minions, and this is completely crushed. Now, you did see there I missed the second air defense, but the good thing was I was able to zap out extra stuff with my 4 zaps. So sometimes it's okay to only get rid of one air defense if you're also hitting like an Inferno Tower and a Expo, if you can also zap those out. Oh, we get a legendary chest and we get a queen skin. See, this is the luck you get when you are able to remove all of these bases. Now, thank you everybody for watching the video. You do not understand how long I had to search for those max Town Hall 10 bases. So please consider giving us a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.